Go. Hi everybody, I'm interviewing now Michael D. and he is with the Marine Corps.
Yes, sir.
And as my wife just said, the wrong time, wrong place. He stopped by the bad cop, and he ends up blowing in the handheld machine, which you will never do. If you're not on probation and if you're 21 or over, you will never blow in the handheld machine, ever. But anyway, he did, and he blew .154 and .164. So the legal limit's 7, not 8. 8's the first illegal digit. And actually there's an 05 now, and it's unofficial, but it's there. Well, we've never lost an 05 ever, so I'm just going to talk about the one you guys know about, the 08, which actually is 07, because 08 is the first illegal digit. So double the legal limit, 7 times 2, is .14. And here we have .15 and .164. And so what's happening is that the client is theoretically, in all the courts, it says if you have .15 or above, you have to do jail. You don't want to do jail because the police have a kind of a weird psyche, group psyche, that if you are sentenced to 1 day in jail by the judge, you're kind of a different kind of criminal than a person that is just arrested and thrown in jail. So the first job is to try to get him out of jail, no jail, and get below the .15, .16. The second job, normally, if you're normal, and I'm not normal, but the normal people, the second job is to try to do something about the high alcohol level. The third job is to get rid of the DUI. The fourth job, well, is to save their career. As you know, the Marine Corps is using DUIs to downsize and dump people. And so, how long were you in the Corps?
It's going to be 5 years in October.
5 years, and you don't want to throw 5 years away.
That's right.
And so why don't you tell us a little bit, and tell these people, because they're scared to death. They don't know. They got 50,000 letters, and all these guys say I'm the best. So why don't you tell your story, what happened, how you felt when you first walked in here,
Yes, sir.
and so forth.
So I go out one night, and I'm with 3 of my friends. We had a plan, everything. We had a designated driver, and it was going to be me and my friend. We were going to drink. So we go about a night, and it turns out all 3 of us are drinking. And me trying to be a good friend, realized our designated driver drank too much. So I took the keys from him, and I quit drinking myself. And I get to the point where I know I can handle myself, and I feel responsible, and I can get us all home safely. I'm driving his vehicle home, not used to the vehicle, it's different, and I get pulled over for speeding because I'm not used to his car. And right then and there, I can't believe what's happening. It's 1:30 in the morning, and there's a cop behind me, and I had alcohol in my system. Probably never been more afraid in my life. My past five years in the Marine Corps, completely never disobeyed anybody, did what I was told, getting ready to re-enlist, all flashed through my eyes, and I'm like, wow, I just threw everything away. Sitting in jail, it's something you don't ever want to go through. It's definitely a rude awakening to thinking you're bulletproof. So I remember walking to Mr. Ellis's office. I have no idea what's going on. I have all these different letters telling me I have 10 days to go to the DMV, or else I'm going to lose my license. I'm going to go in jail if I don't go to court. I've never been to court before, so I don't know what's going on. And just talking to Mr. Ellis and him telling me him just knowing everything about the entire DUI courts and the entire system, just definitely put an ease just in my heart, because I had my entire career on the line. All 5 years getting ready to get kicked out of the Marine Corps if I did get a DUI. And just instant relief, just knowing I knew I was in good hands.
So with those high alcohol levels and so forth, and now you can sing the song that my clients almost all sing, when you harness the DUI, you don't get a DUI.
Of course.
Because My client, Michael, and a very high percentage of my other clients, even with high alcohol levels, even with 0.23s and 0.28s, actually, scientifically and legally, if you really knew the science and you really knew the law, are not guilty. Now, a lot of people don't understand that they don't teach the young lawyers this, that there's not guilty and that innocent is what the young lawyers are taught. But actually, 99% of the not guilties in trial are not proven. Now, the government, if you have a complex crime, if you have petty theft, you can't apply the Constitution of the United States. But if you have a complex crime like DUI with chemicals running through your body, and the cop does not have x-ray vision, he cannot see if the chemical is in the part of the body where he is entitled to have as much alcohol as he wants, or in the other part of the body where even if there's a little alcohol, he's illegal. And the cop can't see that, and so they do a bunch of guessing, give you gymnastics that nobody could win on their best day, lie their ASS off about how drunk you looked, and when you do catch them in a lie, what do they say? They shrug their shoulders and say, well, he shouldn't have been drinking and driving anyway. And that's baloney, because it's legal to drink and drive in every state of the United States, up to a certain level. The police power of the state, they have the right to punish people that are driving above a certain level or driving under the influence of a drug that could make them dangerous, right? That's within the police power of the state. But it takes a scientist to say how high that level is or should be. And I'm going to show you how silly the government is. Go to Reno, put your left foot on one side of the border and your right foot on the other side of the border, and drink to 09. Your left foot's guilty of DUI and your right foot's not. So the numbers that they use, 08, 10, 05, are PFA, plucked from the air. They're political numbers. The lawyer, in this case, because of the high alcohol level, we had to switch lawyers and put a heavy-duty trial lawyer on, an ex-DA himself, in order to save this young Marine's career. And with many other Marines that I've been able to help, myself being an old Marine, and the Navy kids and the other kids that have their lives on the line. And jobs are not hard, are hard to get. They're not easy to get nowadays. So if you're kicked out of the Marine Corps, or you're kicked out of the Navy for being a drunken driver, nobody wants you. Why should they take a drunken driver when they have to pick all these out-of-work people that don't have a criminal record? He would have been a criminal on criminal recidivist probation for 5 to 10 years, and not be able to cross the Canadian border, even as a passenger, report to Homeland Security, and the FBI list, cannot get visas to entire countries, and so forth and so on. Now all he has to tell the employers is that he got reckless driving, and a lot of young bucks have reckless driving. But with those high charges, he was supposed to get jail, not a reduction down to a lesser charge. So, are you happy, and would you recommend our firm to other people?
Oh yes, sir, I'm very ecstatic, and without hesitation, I would definitely, if anybody got in trouble, give them your phone number.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Michael, and God bless you, and please don't ever drink and drive again.
Oh, of course not. Thank you, Mr. Ellis, for everything.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.